So this text is, I mean, when I founded the past year, and it became kind of part of my motto as an artist, because I'm dealing with text too. So in the way that I get a compromise with writing or with the text as image, I think this is, I think, is the perfect link between my practice as a mapper and my practice as a writer, or my practice as a more like somebody that is trying to follow the writer or somebody else. So here, these are more like exercises that I used to do when I was younger. They are from 2002, 2003, and they are mental maps, basically. So I was just making traces and in like a kind of automatic writing. So I was just writing some things that were coming to my mind and trying to make some links between them. As you can see here, I mean, I'm just following these lines that they look abstract, but then I was trying to relate them with some specific emotions of concepts I was trying to follow, as the same here. And here, this group of drawings, they were shown in the past Open Studios in the Rise Academy, in which I'm undertaking residence. And they are more like, they can be seen as formal exercise towards the notion of a grid. That, of course, is completely linked with the mapping. So here, this is a branch of a tree, and at the end of the branch of a tree is confronted with a very strict Cartesian structure that at the same time gets confronted with this grid that is more like rhizomatic or chaotic. Then there is a void that is linked with other part of the work. And at the end, I'm trying to make a link also with the spontaneous nature as an agency of chaos, because it's another part of the work. So spontaneous nature has been part of my practice as well, in confrontation with the planet domesticated way to plant, agriculture mainly. So as you see, going from here, I'm following my map. I will show you a series of works that are dealing with the implementation as the previous one, the ceremony, that is the implementation, the symbolic implementation of the image, the consumerism of image, and the consumerism in itself. So please, if I get late, tell me, because I can't just going on and on. Sorry, variaciones. Bueno, variaciones de luz size. This work is the second part of the work that is being shown here. This performing with my head is driving me crazy. But, okay. Sorry. Oh no. Here is. This work's name is. Where is the slideshow? Ah, here. Okay, this work is, as I was telling you before, it's made also in 2006, but it's after this first attempt. And its name in English is size, like it's quite dry. The thing that I made was to scale down the area of each country of America. They are 70 as well, taking away the Antilles that are still colonies. And the thing that I made was to scale down this, converting the square kilometers in linear meters, so making a kind of interdimensional dislocation. And then with that measure that I made, I start to pass it to thread. So from it, I made thread balls. So you have the measurement that is from square kilometers to linear meters, and then I start to do just these three-dimensional figures with thread that actually became completely neutral. So I will show you the second one. This is a detail. It's a pity that you cannot see the texture of the thread balls, but I mean, you can have an image in your head about it. So this, for example, these are the Antilles. This is the US. This is Canada. This is Central America, and this is Brazil. Just for you to make a relationship with the notion of size in that examples. So to not get the audience too lost in this exercise, I stent a thread with the actual silhouette of the map. But this piece has intercourse with actually economic value and production in the art world, because this was a commission made by the Bank of Spain. They were wanting artists to work about cartography, and they asked me actually to do a map, telling me that it will be possibly bought, that they were willing to buy it. So I made it in such a way that was impossible, because I knew the budget that they had. I mean, it's impossible to a bank from Spain to buy the map of America, at least symbolically. And the thing, it was quite funny, because I translate each area of the country. That was the exercise that I made for myself. I translate the area from that number into Colombian pesos. So actually the area of the country was the price. And of course the United States, Brazil and Canada were kind of expensive. And Cuba, Haiti, El Salvador were quite cheap. So actually some friends of mine, they were buying small countries. So this game was followed by them, because actually I was actually pretending that they would not be willing to buy anything, but actually they did. And the funny thing that I have the document, but unfortunately I don't have it scanned, because I wanted to show it to you. They bought the countries in which they have branch, nothing else. So actually the exercise towards the piece is complete by the intervention of the bank that made the commission. So, and also in that way I was trying to make a question about art market and political art, how this relationship is going forward. Okay, so this is one detail. This is the scale. It's not 1,000. It's 1 million. Sorry. And this is another detail of the work. This is a view. And okay. So after this work, I was asked to make, I got another commission in Spain. That was quite funny, because I was just working with this bank from Spain. So in the frame of a curator project whose name was Our Hospitality, taking the name of from a Buster Keaton movie, I was asked to do a project that was dealing with hospitality, and that was kind of, I was completely puzzled, because my work, actually I have never thought that my work is dealing with hospitality or with charity or with this notion, and it's a quite complicated notion. So I went to Spain for 2 months, and the beginning I of course didn't know what to do, because it's completely a new territory, and I'm used to, I mean, my life and my work are kind of going along together, and when you just arrive, you are just behaving as a tourist. So as a tourist, I was making kind of cultural tourism, and I went to, I end up in a charity shop, because, I mean, the prices are quite hospitalarian there. So, and actually the people that is buying there are immigrants, and I was how do you call that, high-skilled immigrants, supposedly, but the average of the immigrants in Spain coming from Latin America, they are not high-skilled.